Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Number Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.
Recording in progress.
Hey snipers, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. It is almost 10:30 a.m. Eastern and it is Tuesday, March 18. So thanks for joining. For those of you that are not hungover from St. Patty's Day, and we welcome you guys because some of you guys partied hard yesterday. We've seen some of the pictures. And I don't know how you guys still do it. I wish I could do that. So welcome guys. And yesterday we had a fun session. It was extremely profitable, and we'll see today what type of volume we get today. We're not going to force any trades. We'll let the trades naturally develop, and we'll look for some good setups, okay? And we'll be looking at gold to start, and then we'll move into NASDAQ. We'll go over the news right now really quickly. Forex Factory's news. Tuesday, March 18, we're on the correct date. We had Canada come out with a lot of red folders at 8:30. Their CPI month over month, the medium CPI and the trim CPI. It came out higher than forecasted. So you can see previous month of CPI month over month 0.1, and they forecasted an increase of 0.5%. And look at the actual CPI month over month, 1.1%. That was pretty high across the board on all three of these measures. So not necessarily taking care of inflation, it's actually going up. So that was some news this morning that affected the Canadian dollar, and then we had some U.S. building permits, housing starts, and some import prices going on over here. We don't have much going on this afternoon. Tomorrow is the big afternoon where it is FOMC tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. So we will be streaming that one from noon till 3 p.m. guys. So if you want to join us tomorrow, make sure to hit the notifications on YouTube so you get in on that, okay? And earnings this morning, no big names to speak of. After hours, let's take a look at what we got going on after hours here. If it will eventually load here. No, I'm not getting anything. We'll come back to earnings whispers. Over here, okay, so oil rises for third day as Israeli strikes stoke Mideast tensions. What do we got going on here? Just trying to see anything specific. NASDAQ stock slides to offset past two sessions of gains. So when we take a look at in NASDAQ, we'll take a look at what's going on over here. Not much going on in news. NVIDIA expected to reveal details of their latest AI chip at the conference, and currently their NVIDIA is down 3% right now. Across the board on the markets, S&P negative 1.13%, Dow negative 0.6%. Big one is NASDAQ. Tech has taken a hit today, almost negative 2%. The Russell's mid caps down. Crude oil and gold obviously is up. Gold in the futures right now is $3,043. Okay. And let's get into the charts, guys. So we're going to get started with gold, XAU USD on the daily. Big move. So this was previous all-time high territory right here. There was some supply in the market that could not break above. Going into the end of February, and finally this big body candle last week, Thursday, March 13, broke and closed above with volume. So this zone that is red, I'm going to make it green. I'm going to stretch it into the future, and I'm going to lift it kind of right up to about 50% right there. And if we come back down into here to breaking below 3,000, and I'm talking like 2950 to 2930 area, we should see maybe some good support coming back in and buying gold back up if it does ever cool off to come back into this green box. We are moving far away from it. So do we have some other structure in the market that we can base any type of analysis off? Here's another block in the market I would be identifying right here as well. This one is more of an immediate block, like right there. You can stretch that one. This one, if we exhaust all of today's daily volume, we'll be inside here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe if it comes in, we'll see if we can hold here. This is the 3,000 block. So you're 3,000 down to about 2990 in here. So you can stretch that again into the future, you can see how the depth of market is still building on the daily. I know everything is overbought. It's back above 70. So you see it took a little, when it was extremely overbought over here at the all-time high supply, it took that nice little dip and it cooled off exactly right at 50%, that psychological area. And since then, remember, this is a level of strength above 50, and then above 70 is really, really strong still. But it is overbought, but that can still continue to drive through here. This is fresh all-time high territory. And then when we're looking at like a leg coming down, we don't have a leg coming down. So what we can see on the daily is just a strong move up. So we don't have a real pullback into here yet. Never mind down here. So we got to see if we get pulled back into here, what happens? Will it go up? Will it break a little lower? Then we get into this big zone. But don't really have to worry about the zones below us right now because we are trading up here. So let's follow yesterday's gold volume and today's. So I'm just zooming in on the daily. Yesterday we opened up, it filled that little gap down there, made the low of the day, it came back up with higher lows, and look at where we closed. We closed relatively right, 99.9% right at the high, and all we had was just this small wick over here on Friday. And today, look at it. We opened, look at our low of the day. It's that little tiny wick. That's where I'm going to draw a purple line right there. So that's our low of the day. We moved far away from it. This big blue candle right in here, open, close, 50% of it is like right around there, 29.95. So I'm just going to put a marker right there, a yellow line, just in case we do come back into that green box. That's going to be a daily point of interest right there, 29.95. Since then, we've been driving very bullish. We took out last Friday's high, last all-time high, and 3005. You remember when we were trading it, you were probably trading it, there was a lot of resistance at this point. And look at today, just like a bull went right through it. And this is all new all-time high territory. We've never been up here before. So I can't even look to the left of the chart because I have nothing to look at. There's nothing. So we gotta go off of today's volume. Where's our high of the day? 3038 on this chart. There's your high of the day. So I place a purple line at the high of the day. Since we made the high of the day, there's been a little bit of some resistance, and it's dropped about 80 pips since the high, where we are now at around 3,029.30. So again, half of this volume, what I got from the opening to where it is now, half of it is right around there at 3,015. So I'm going to just place a yellow line like a cutter to cut it in half. And I'm guessing that that's the halfway point right there. I don't need to guess. I can grab my Fibonacci tool really quickly to verify. And it's fluctuating because remember, this is a live daily candle. So you see how I was right bang on 0.5 right at 3,015.16. So it's a good area right there. If I want to draw now like a zone of bullish volume, a little one notch above and one notch below. There gives me a little inside zone on today's daily volume currently, and I can stretch that again into the future. If I want, I can get rid of the fibs. I did some analysis and continue to go. If we come back up to the all-time high and we push higher, where could we go? Your big psychological area. Okay, 3,050 up there. That could be like a magnet for transactions right there. You can also cut this purple line and that yellow line in half if you like. Whatever floats your boat, whatever time frame you are trading. This is a bigger move from all-time high 38 to 50. That's $12. That's 120 pips, maybe a little bit more than I'm looking for on the 1, 2 minute, 5 minutes. So maybe I would cut that in half for scalping and things like that. But if we do get up there, utilize that nice psychological area, 3050, and see what happens up there. So today, last few days, very strong. Gold is very strong. So again, if you're putting in shorts or selling, you're selling this wick right now, but there's still lots of volume behind it that could come back up. So let's see what's going on the hourly. So we're going to dissect the daily time frame. We're moving to hourly. Look at hourly, just cruising. Higher highs, higher lows, new higher highs. And look at the support holding on the hourly right around there, 29.82, like solid hourly support across the board, and just continuing to drive through here. Pullbacks, you can see they have long rejection wicks going back up. Pullback, went back up. It pulled back right now and going back up. So, but this is an hourly hanging man candle. So remember how it opened. It opened bearish, ignited, and pushed down. So there's still some heavy bearish pressure. Might come down, but we'll see if the buyers can bring it back up, maybe flip this candle, maybe drive a little higher. But right now, maybe we'll see some consolidation in the next few hours because we do have buyers, sellers. Okay, now some hourly points of interest. I'm going to identify this location on the hourly. I'm placing a white line here because there was a body close there. The body opened there. There was the body close right here. There was a body open right there. There was a retest of that white line at 9 a.m. this morning. And we can see that we just broke a little lower right now in the hourly. So it did push down for new lower low, but it's coming back up. So if we hold volume, again, above this white line, it could still have another bullish leg up. If we start to close with volume below this white line, then maybe we're going to push down a little further down into here. Okay, so still holding pretty strong, and then I would just want to keep an eye on my hourly resistance right here. Here's a body, and we're still below 3,034. So you can see how it's making lower highs relative to the all-time high currently right now. And we are still steep, like uptrend. Very, this one is easy to connect the dots. You can just have a trend line like that. Okay, so it's still very, very strong. Even when we do break down, if it breaks down here and comes down bearish all the way down here, you can see that there could be support at this green line or right here, and you might just break that trend line, but then the volume might get a wick and push it right back up, and then the volume is right back in this ascending channel, and then it could continue driving up. Okay, so that's why when I'm trading, I got little zones that I'm looking at, I measure them, and I trade accordingly. Okay, so let's go into the 5 minutes really quickly, the lower time frames, and see what the fives are doing. Okay, so the fives, they came up. There's that resistance at that hourly white line. That was 5 a.m. this morning, pulled back, holding in this green box, continuing to push up, close again with some volume above. But then look at the pullbacks, higher low, higher low, higher low. You could add a 5 minute trend line going up like this, and continuing maybe to buy with the trend. And then finally right there. So I can see when they tapped into the high of the day, it was Wall Street, 9:30 a.m. It opened, it was very bullish, all-time high, and then they pushed it down real far, down into that white line, that hourly support. It came right back up again, but then you can see the wicks relative to that purple line in the all-time high. It's a lower high, a lower high, and then a big bearish candle closing. Look how it closed near the low right at 9:55, 10 a.m. Just the momentum continued. Open bearish ignited. There was no wick, so it just fell all the way down. We came back up. They're pushing it down, spin top. Again, another bearish ignited candle at 10:10. Push it down. We're starting to get some 5 minute support right inside here. I can look below the white line. Bodies still holding. So there is a little bit of 5 minute support still holding the market. We are pushing back up, but it's trying now to push against all this resistance over here. Do we have like maybe reference area that I can look at? you see how this used to be a little bit of resistance on the 5 minutes right here, where it came up, pushed down, came up, pushed down, came up, pushed it down, came up, back down. Then this body closed above. As it closed above, you can flip it green, continue with that zone right there. Then you see how it's 50% of that black candle going again. It represents like the majority, 50% and above of that blue candle. Continuing with this zone, I can see then the impulse break of it go back down. I can see now how we're kind of touching it, and I'm going to make it red again. So this is displaying the lower time frame area of resistance. Now what I'm doing is I'm just adjusting it. I'm bringing it down to the current body and a body. And for buyers to flip, we got to see some blue volume close above here. Maybe we flip this red zone. Maybe then we can move up to the hourly white line. Then maybe to back to all-time high up here. But you can see how or where there is resistance above us. And if it continues to push down, if we can close below this white line, we could drop further down to the large trend line and then to our green box down in here. Okay, so right now we can continue to watch this thing. Maybe if we want to allow it to consolidate in this area, we can watch what's happening here. And we go from there. Welcome, guys. Thanks everyone for joining on Zoom. How's everybody doing? Welcome, Dale. Conrad, welcome. Christoph, welcome. Welcome, Sherry. Thank you for stepping in, saying hello. I hope you're having a great day today. You're a quick scalper? Perfect. That's how you can make some quick profits and get out of these busy markets. That's the plan. Okay, so on the 5 minutes, it's coming in here, getting rejected back down. So there's lower highs, continuing to push down. Maybe we may see, okay, so if I'm just going from like this leg down, it came down, stopped right there, support, pivot, came back up, stopped up there, maybe a pivot coming back down. Will it come all the way down like there, like a double bottom, and then come back up with more volume? Then maybe we'll get that push, that close, that retest, and then we go up here. And maybe up there, or will this just maybe continue pushing down and gold may continue selling down? So follow this leg down, pivot, coming back up to the red box, pivot, coming back down. Maybe it does close below there and then kind of retest this, and then it's a lower high, and then continue pushing down, taking out, maybe testing this low, and then maybe the trend line and then the green box right there. So we'll definitely keep an eye on this. We'll watch gold for a little bit, and then we'll do some NASDAQ. But right now, let's just talk about gold. Welcome, Miguel. Good morning. And YouTubers, thank you guys for joining as well. We appreciate you guys. Welcome, Tony Gold. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Meldon, Roslyn, Sajad, welcome. Stuart, thank you. Wissam, welcome, guys. Thank you for joining. If you guys wouldn't mind kindly hitting the like button, I do appreciate it. Yesterday was awesome. 150 viewers yesterday, and we had 150 likes. That was amazing. Amazing. Thank you, guys. We truly appreciate that. Maybe the likes will bring us good energy. The Forex gods will hear us. Okay, so while we got gold maybe consolidating in here, we want to watch like what happens down here if they break this, because they did push it down and then it came back up. This was where they did make that new lower low, but then it came right back up and that blue volume closed above and we moved up. So just measuring this box, this zone, like just trading inside here from there to there, it's roughly 30 pips. Okay, so if you're in buy, 30 pips. If you're selling, it's like 30 pips coming down. That's our range so far. It can open up with volume, but let's keep an eye on this thing. What's everyone's perspective bias on gold on the 5 minutes? Are some of you guys bullish that it will continue to move back up, or are you guys bearish, or maybe some of you guys are just neutral? You know, no. Can't decide yet. That's a good rejection. Okay, so that was a big bearish candle that came all the way right back down to that point of interest we're watching down here. There was a nice wick and it flipped and it came all the way back up. But did you notice that the candle did not flip blue? There was still a tiny bit of black volume, and they pushed it right back down. Look at it, it's coming all the way right back down. So this is still has roughly a minute and 50 seconds, so there's still a lot of time. But do you see that during that time frame of that candle, there was that big push? It looked like the candle was going to flip and go blue back into this red box, but the sellers stepped right back in and made big offers, absorbed those buyers, and now they're continuing to push it down with new lows. So that's why it's important to always watch the follow through of the candle until the close, if you can. It's not easy, but try to the best of your ability to watch it close and then maybe make a decision. But sometimes you got to use some intuition in the markets. Every situation is different, but as long as you know the difference between the two, like if you're going to go in a trade before a candle bar closes, whether you're selling or buying, you have to know that it may not go in your direction until the final close. Then you'll determine where it is. So some traders, it's good to maybe wait for the body to close to determine with confirmation how the candle was moving during the 5 minutes, how it officially closed. And right now, last 30 seconds, sellers are in full control of this candle. They're trading the volume right at the low of its own candle. Will it continue push down? So this is that area of support that we've had come in. Okay, so it's right down there. I might take out these prior lows over here. So that's a big bearish candle. Like I'm already looking at maybe where it's going to be 50% when it closes, and mark that up. So here's the close. There's roughly 50% of it, that red line. So if it does come back up blue, it could get rejected right there and continue pushing down. It could come and retest this white line and go down. It could, right now, it open blue, it's got a lower high, and it could break this wick and break those wicks and continue dropping down. But let's see if we get like some sort of retest up here. Stuart, you're saying a bullish trend? FX trading room. We will look at NQ. 100% we'll look at NASDAQ. Yep. Okay, so see how it's got kind of equal low wicks and they're higher than this wick. So naturally it's filling with blue volume. Now it's the retest time. We're looking for maybe a rejection right here at the red line. That's approximately 50% of the previous volume in that bar. Will we see some rejections there? Will they push it down? Will the buyers come back up strong? Maybe above 50%? Will they close it with blue volume above here? Will they engulf the candle? Still lots of time, 3.5 minutes to go on this bar. And we're approximately 8-9 minutes away from 11 a.m. Eastern. So we're going to have a new hourly change up in the market, new hourly candle, new hourly momentum, volatility. Some days there's news at 11 a.m., all of these things. There was a lot of requests that I do karaoke on these live streams yesterday. If we get to 100,000 subs, we won't even be trading anymore. It's just going to be 24 hours of karaoke. We won't even trade anymore. I'm just joking. I'm joking, guys. You cannot take me serious. We will not turn SST into a karaoke channel. Okay, so this is a really nice bullish engulfing candle. It's not engulfed yet, okay, but it is pretty strong. It is engulfing our previous bearish bar. And you see those tweezer bottom lows? Like when you start to really pick this up, see those equal bottom lows. And they held the market from breaking down further. It's kind of like a statement, a clue, and we got this nice big blue bullish strong volume. Now let's watch how it will in fact close. Is this making maybe our second bottom where I said it came down right there, one bottom, pivot, back up, neckline, back down, second bottom, equal bottom low, and then got that nice injection of blue bullish volume coming back up. Will we get it up there? Will it just be a lower high? Will they push it back down? How much with volume will we actually close with in the next 90 seconds? Okay, so this is holding pretty well down here. Maybe I can draw like a green zone right there at this body right there, and then capture those wicks to show us that we got good 5-minute support right in there. I'll get rid of this consolidated box just to keep it nice and clean here. Okay, so we're going to watch the close. Very, very strong candle. Very, very bullish. Okay, but still it's trending down with lower highs, lower highs. We still have this area of supply, but great answer by the buyers down there. They didn't allow the market to break down yet. Still holding. And we're getting close. Another 5-minute candle, and then we're going into 11 a.m. Okay, so that's engulfing that candle. Might even engulf this bar right over here. Okay, so it might eat 2 candles. Okay, here's the close now. Closing right at its high. Look at it. Okay, so there's no wick. We might get just a quick flip and it goes blue and fills these. Okay, so rejection. Where's 50% of that? So remember the original. So I'm just moving it up right there. That's approximately 50% of that blue candle. So any pullbacks, maybe right here, we can look for an opportunity to maybe buy a pullback. At the hour, at the new hour. But let's see if they take out these highs. Let's see if it continues to take out a high. Maybe it will close above here going into 11 a.m. And then this could be a potential pullback buy zone, like a little bit above right there, a little bit below, like right in here. Maybe that's a little exaggerated, a little larger zone than I normally put. But I was just going at the top of this candle right here. Let's see, maybe this candle alone wants to try and break out of here. But it came up, they pushed it back down. Okay, so let's see, will it come all the way down into here? Okay, so, yep, it's bearish. Okay, so still, the red box is red box, still supply, pushing down. Let's see what type of interaction, transaction we get if we come right into this green box. Okay, so now it's trading in here. This is another question too. Should I take a trade right before we get into the next hour? I know it's coming in the box. You know, it might catch a wick and flip out of there. And what I say is just use caution. Just use caution because a lot of things happen at the end of the hour and at the new hour and things like that. But if you do decide to maybe take a buy off of that, just monitor your sizing. Okay, so it did come in there, bounced out. Okay, so the buyers are in there, coming back up, but still big bearish body, still pushing down. If it closes bearish below here, then maybe we're going to continue falling down. So this so far before we get into 11 a.m. We can add some EMAs if you like. We had those on the charts yesterday. So EMA 9 is this green line right here. We're currently just above it. EMA 200, where's my purple line 200? It's all the way down here at the bigger demand below the trend line. Okay, so we're far away from the 200, but we're at the 9 right now. Okay, so a minute 55, and then we're closing out our hour. We got a what is visual? What is visual to us? We got like a double bottom now pronounced. We can visually see that. We have not created a new high yet, taken out that wick. So, but we came in here, we came back, we've retested this, and now it's trying to continue to drive up and take out high. But it's failed so far still. This is still a lower high. You guys are quiet today? Is it Tuesday? Is that what it is? Yesterday you were full of energy. Today, a little quiet. It's because you guys are focused. You guys are really focused today. One more minute to go. Driving, Christoph. Yep, drive safe. Drive safe. Can I explain how to determine the box? The red line is exactly 50% of it, and then you can just go a little bit above, a little bit below. But what I did to determine how much above I went was just looking at here, a body, and that body. So see the red line, and then up, and then the same distance going down. That's how I did it. I didn't do anything crazy, just looking at previous structure. Okay, so now it's a big bearish candle cutting through maybe our green box. We'll see at the close. Here's the close at 10 seconds. Is it still holding? Will we open 11 with a blue candle and just drive through here? Or will it be a bearish candle coming all the way back down, testing this right here? Okay, so they closed it right at 50%, right at the red line. Okay, and then they opened it blue. So let's see if it will come back up. Okay, it's coming back up now, still holding in here. See if they push it down. Will it come through here? We still haven't created that new high yet. Okay, so it came up, lower high, and they're pushing it back down. So we still don't have that new higher high. Now it turned into a shooting star candle where it could continue. So see how the zone didn't really hold? Okay, if this closes black below here, this zone we can flip red, and then it's a lower high compared to this red box, and then maybe they're going to break this and maybe continue pushing it further down. Like where it came up, back down, came up. There's like a double top now, M. Maybe if they push it down and break here, might come back up, retest this, or retest this, and maybe further dropping. Okay. So you see why I didn't feel comfortable taking a buy right at the end of the candle? Because sometimes they'll fake you out. Like, had you bought that, would you have got just your 10, 15 pips and dipped out of the market? Probably not. And then you see this big bullish candle. These two bars are kind of engulfing it back down. Okay. And it's a very bearish now. Now let's see if it will take out this area of support. So you see no new higher highs. So the sellers are still technically strong there. And then below this green box, we have our favorite term, liquidity. Liquidity is down here. Do they want to come down there, scoop that liquidity, and then maybe then reverse it back up? Then you get a strong bullish move like that. Okay, that's a possibility. But also when you're coming down to grab liquidity, if you close down below there, buyers might be coming up, but then this might be a red box, and then they push it down further. Okay, so let's just, again, keep an eye on what's going on. Just before we go to NASDAQ, and there's also liquidity up here as well. That hasn't been tapped into either. Okay, above here and above and below these zones. And we're still consolidating in this 30 pip range. Remember I said 30 pips going up, 30 pips going down, 30 pips coming up, 30 pips coming down. So we're still inside here. It's still Like this whole zone is considered a consolidation zone. It's a little larger than normal because there's more volume flowing through the market, but still we're in that consolidated phase. Okay. Now it's actually might break and create a new low. So this is what we got to watch. Are they going to come for that liquidity? Meta is down 5% right now. I'm sorry, I'm just getting alerts on my phone here. Okay, and then last 90 seconds now. So let's watch the close. So you remember when that candle opened? It originally opened blue. It came up blue, blue, blue. They rejected it right there, lower high. Continue push down where it opened. Then we came in with this heavy selling volume where it just tapped into that green box. Buyers are still present there, bringing it back up now. How will we officially close? Will it close bearish below that big blue body? Will it close in the green box? Last 30 seconds. So this is when I really pay attention to the last 30 seconds of the time frame on any candle. I say this all the time. If you're a 15-minute trader, pay attention to the last 30 seconds. If you're a 30-minute trader, pay attention to the last 30 seconds. If you're a 1-minute scalper, pay attention to the last 30 seconds. If we're 5-minute trading right now, we got to pay attention to the last 30 seconds. So far it looks like the buyers are holding and pushing it up right now. But remember that white line. That's that hourly point of interest. See, the sellers sold it, it closed right at that white line. Buyers stepping in. So that, you remember that green box? You guys said, how did you figure out that box? Now it's just changing the color of it right now. So you see how the volume closed below it? We're coming in with an ignited strong blue candle, traded right into that red box and got rejected back down. Okay, so technically, it's a lower high supply from this bigger one. So it came up, retested it, sellers are there, pushing it back down. But what I'm looking for is what are they going to do if they take out this liquidity? Are they going to fake out the market and go back up, or will it actually come down here and close below here and then maybe have an extended bearish leg pushing down? Okay. So I'm not in a trade. I'm still observing. Again, now I'm going to poll you guys again. Are you guys bullish or bearish or still undecided? Let's just take a look at our Discord server over here. Okay, so we've got a sell on gold from 3,030. Indices. Looking for a buy of NASDAQ at 19,525. So I'll get to charting NASDAQ. Keep an eye on this level, everyone. 19,525. I'll get to the charts in just a moment on NASDAQ. And then sometimes you get stuck in a zone like this, and it takes time to develop. Sometimes it takes more than 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes 2 hours, where it's just like a ping pong. It goes down, back up, goes down, back up, goes down, back up. But at some point today, they're going to test this liquidity up here. Or at some point today, they're going to test this liquidity down here. If it's still inside here, then I will go to NASDAQ. And then hopefully maybe I can get the NASDAQ done charting and it's still trading inside this box here. But notice, when it came in the green box, it is a higher low wick from that wick. So just make note of that. Just make note of that. So we have to look at the depth of market on both sides. We got to see what the offers are doing. We got to look at what the bids are doing. We got to look at both sides, okay? And then this is where the volume is kind of converging, where it's making lower highs, higher lows, and then you get that sort of pennant formation like this. You got it coming up. You got it naturally pushing down like this, okay? So that's what we got going on right now. And then if we're trading right around this box, maybe this box is irrelevant now. Maybe I can get, maybe it's too much. Maybe I should get rid of this one, this zone, and then just worry about the bigger one up here and then the bigger one down here. But for right now, I'm just going to still keep it on. Just use this as information. Most up, you're waiting for 3010 for a major demand. 3010. Oh, you're down here. Okay. Yeah, you're 3010. You're down here. Yep, major demand. You're below the 200. You're below that daily point of interest. You're right in there. Maybe it gets in there, but it's moving away from there right now. But just set an alert. Set an alert there and let the volume come to you naturally there. When it comes, you're ready. If it doesn't, it's okay. Okay, and we got a nice blue body coming right back up. Buyers are coming right back up. Again, are they going to target some highs? Are they going to take out a high? Again, that liquidity is waiting up there. Do they want it? It's like when you go fishing. You go fishing, you're all relaxed. You got your equipment, you got your rod and reel, you got your lures, you got your bait, you got your weed, and you're ready to relax at the pond, at the lake, at the river, wherever you go. So these are like a bobber. You got your bobber. These are our bobbers. We're waiting for a bite. We're waiting for a bite. So sometimes you got to be patient when you go fishing. That's why you bring a lot of weed, so you can smoke some weed while you're waiting. So are we going to get a bite up there? And then when we get a bite, what's going to happen? Are they going to reject it and then we get a clue? Or something will happen. It will give us some type of critical information. Or are we going to get a bite down here? So sometimes you got to wait, just like fishing. We can't force the fish to come and bite. Some days you'll go and you'll get skunked. You don't even get a bite. Some days when you go trading, you might not even take a trade. You might not even get a setup, okay? Yesterday we had some nice setups. We took them. We were 2 for 2 for yesterday with over 150 pips banked and runners. But today you can see how gold is just, it's a tough session right now. Would you guys like me to move to NASDAQ and we can do NASDAQ daily, hourly, 5 minutes, similar fashion. But I think in my opinion, we wait five more minutes going into 11:15 because something is developing. See that big blue body, and then again, it's followed by a big bearish candle. Okay, so there's a lot of trading going on, a lot of transacting in here between the buyers and sellers, a lot of accumulating. That big word, accumulation. But eventually, how are they going to redistribute this volume? Going to redistribute it to the upside, or are they going to redistribute it to the downside? Okay, or is it just going to continue to stay inside here and trade here for the next little bit this afternoon? Quite possible. Quite possible. Reminder that tomorrow is FOMC. 2 p.m. Eastern. So markets tend to kind of consolidate going into FOMC until the big funds rate is released. And then more important is 2:30 p.m. when Powell actually talks about what's going on, answering questions. The conference is big. Forward guidance. What is he saying for the next quarter? There's going to be a lot of questions about tariffs. about CPI, about employment in the US, all of these. And we'll see. Is Powell going to dodge these questions? Is he going to give you the regular answers that don't, he just doesn't really answer it. He just dances around them. We'll see. And then the market reacts to all of this. Because we're still just trading inside here. Lee, he will talk about his dual mandate like always. Probably. Blue tie tomorrow, Tony. I was just good. You just read my mind. I was just about to say what tie color you guys are already. Futures betting over here. Tie color tomorrow. I'm going with purple. I'm gonna go a purple pinstripe. Purple with white stripe. Like I'm gonna go. Like this one is maybe a 50-1. Purple. It's very specific. Purple with diagonal white stripe. Tie predictions tomorrow? Any colors? Okay, gold is still doing its thing. I don't want to spend the entire session on gold. Okay, so we'll follow. If you guys can also let me know. Say, just give me a heads up if something is happening above this red box, something is happening by this green box. I'll remove that box in the middle. I believe it's too much. It's busy. I'll keep the red line there. We'll use that as a point of interest, but we're still consolidating in here. I'm going to do NASDAQ really quickly, guys, because maybe something will develop on NASDAQ. So right now it's selling off. I can see that on the 5 minutes, but let's go to the daily really fast, get some good levels. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little faster, but big area. Like I just want you guys to look at these pivot areas. Okay, so that's a big red zone. It was big holding as support zone in the past. Now we got something developing down here. There is a little bit of support already being built right here on the daily. And then can I look back? If I just go backwards, this is how you learn. See then how it kind of came above there, traded in there, and continue push up. So we actually now have came and traded right back into this box. Stretch it into the future. Okay. I see that the offers have been lowered quite a bit on NASDAQ. Like right here, you got offers in the market still holding it down. So you see we're nowhere near this big red box, but this one is still red, holding. Okay, so we came down, we came back up, and now they're coming all the way right back down. Okay, so this is pretty bearish. Can we just look at how today's candle opened? So we closed here, made that high yesterday, closed, we opened. Can we determine where the high of the day is? Absolutely. There's the high wick. Okay, so there wasn't any push by the buyers today. You can clearly see it. When it opened, just it flashed blue, and then boom, they just started dropping it down. Lower high, continuing. We're below here, and now they're pushing it down, pushing it down. I would be looking right here where you had a body and a body as a point of interest. Right somewhere inside here, I would have placed a yellow line and seen. Did the buyers step in here at 19,653 today? 650? No. Maybe they did for a short, but it came back. But they're really pushing it down. We took out yesterday's low. That is an important point of information. Yesterday's low right there. We're still pushing below it. They're pushing. Now we're traded right into the green box, and that's where we created our low of the day, purple line. And there is a little bit of buyers coming in, but still we have heavy selling pressure. If we come down to the low of the day and they continue pushing it down right here, they want to target this body and this body. Have a yellow line relative to here. And you see how naturally it's kind of right by 50% of the green box. Like if you look at the green box, that's exactly half of it. And it's right there at those bodies. Okay. So it's very bearish on the daily. We're getting a little tiny wick here. Let me just flash to gold, see what's going on. Gold still in our box, okay? So we're still good for time. And then any kind of pattern so far, okay? So on the daily, bigger move. So we've been selling off for the last 3 weeks where we made this lower low, lower highs, lower low, Again, maybe a lower high. Is it going to come down and take this out, or are we creating maybe a second bottom here to come up on the daily and then continue to drive back up? So NASDAQ is at a critical area on the daily as well. Very bearish today. So if you're buying against a lot of this selling volume that could continue to absorb and come down this afternoon. So you have to be careful. Okay, on the hourly now. So now I'm dissecting that daily candle. There was, as of Thursday of last week, the buyers were doing something. They were making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And then as soon as it came in here Monday at the power hour, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., they started pushing it down, coming back up, lower high, and then the big candle right here at Wall Street. And now, see our hourly bodies, what they're doing right now? Okay, so we had this inside bar at 10 a.m. and then 11, we came down. So I see we made the low of the day now, this hour, and now it could be coming up. So hourly white line right at these bodies, point of interest right here. Now let's see if the volume will go above the white line, hold above the white line, then maybe we might fill that wick and trade up into here. Or will the volume continue to come back down below the white line and continue to push down? So right now, first 20 minutes, we got good response by the buyers on NASDAQ, pushing it up. Let's go on the 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes. Just going to draw a little zone. So I use the yellow line as the reference line, and then you see my box right down to those bodies. Capture those wicks, continue, stretch it across, then I catch that move, and then I stretch it into the future to catch any future moves. But I can use data from the past of price action to determine future pricing. And right now, I'd like to see if the buyers will close it above the white line, use the white line as support and go back up, or will the sellers bring it below that white line? So it's similar to gold. Now we're in a consolidated phase. We'll continue to watch this. Okay, so now we can watch both of them. We got NASDAQ done. Gold, let's take a look. Okay, so gold. Now, we came down to the white line, back up. It came down to the white line, back up. We got volume again above 50% of that blue candle above the white line, red line. I'm sorry. We got a bullish ignited candle that just opened now. So it's getting a little tighter here, but still leaning towards bull side so far. But I don't see any new higher highs. As much as we have beautiful volume creating down here and they're creating depth of market, they're getting the higher lows. We do not have a higher high established in the market yet. So they could just bring this back down. I think we got caught in a consolidated phase in the markets. So we don't want to force trades. I know it's exciting when you get into a live trade, but we still have to be disciplined. We still got to be disciplined. Unless you guys can give me some thoughts, share some thoughts with me. What are you guys thinking right now? What are you guys planning? Like, a question I have for you guys: do you just like get into a buy and then you hope that it's going to make a new higher high, or do you wait for it to establish the high, then you trade after the fact? Because it's a good question. It's a good question. I don't think I've ever asked that of you guys. You wait, Nigel? The only way, like, I take a trade where like for example, if I was to take a buy now without producing higher highs, I have to have some type of conviction. I have to have some type of intuition that it's going to continue to break. Maybe the way how it's building off the bottom might give you that, but and then when you do that, don't risk too much. A lot of traders who do that, they risk too much, and then when it fails and it comes down and it puts them in drawdown, then they panic. So you're speculating. Like right now this candle is strong. Now it could be breaking highs, filling these wicks. This candle is going to close in 2.5 minutes. It might give us the the answers that I need. Will it actually break the high? Well, again, this liquidity is still sitting up there. Okay, they haven't tapped into it yet. Boom, timing is off, so you're waiting. It's all good. You know, some days it's like that. But as long as, boom, you're patient, you're disciplined, you know that you got to, today is a day we gotta wait. We gotta wait it out. Just knowing that. And then not forcing trades, unnecessary trades that you're gonna say, shit, I regret. Why did I do that? Just stay clear. It might be one of those afternoons. It might be one of those days. There's always like one tough day in a week that's got that tough volume. Okay, so let's just NASDAQ. Okay, so NASDAQ is continuing to build. When I look at NASDAQ too, like for scalping, like right here, there's also like a little bit of a block right there in the market. So if I was to look for a buy just from clear to come up here, I measure it sometimes for just a scalp to come. That's a 50 pip zone, 50. Okay, so if it breaks the trend, we guess it could drive up there. That's 50 pips. Now things might be opening up. Okay, gold, we're pushing. Okay, it's breaking that trend. Did it take out that high right there? Technically, it hasn't. Okay, so I'm just going to place the line up there so we can watch. It got up there, but it has not taken out that high yet. Now we got 90 there. Now it took it out. Okay, so we have a clear higher high relative to these highs. It's now clear. Now it's coming for liquidity. How will it close? Get ready. Will it close right at the high? Okay, this next candle could open blue and just drive. There's no wick on that candle. But if we're waiting now for a pullback, okay, where's 50% of this blue candle is right around here. So the zone I'm going to change to green. This is where sometimes a fake out can happen, where they come up and then they fake it back down. So you have to be careful here. But this could also be a very bullish move that develops and just starts driving. Okay, we got that closure above. We haven't had that nice deep pullback yet. Okay, so I want to see, will it pull into the green zone a little bit? It did create a little high, and it's just kind of consolidating right at the top here. Will it come just inside here a little bit, where I can maybe get a discounted buy, a pullback entry? Maybe I might not, so I have to focus on this candle as it's building. This one might be the one that just takes off. NASDAQ, okay, we can follow this. Let's keep an eye on NASDAQ, see if it will close above this red box as well. Okay, so things are now starting to open up in the markets. Okay, I'm waiting patiently to see if this thing will pull back, and it looks like it's just hanging around here. It's filling. So these are those candles that they might not come back here. So see how it came down and filling again? Man, I, I really want to take this, but I really want a pullback entry. I really do. I'm waiting patient to get that pullback entry, like somewhere inside here, if I can. I know I might be really picky, and I might miss out on a nice trade here. Okay, so it made that high, got a rejection. Continuing watching it. It might come down and go back up. Okay, now it actually flashed. Okay, so it flashed black. Okay, now it's it may come back up. This is those situations where I look at how much time is left on the clock because I've been waiting. There's still 2 more minutes to go. Maybe I just wait for this candle to close and then determine the next one. But I know in fact that I might miss out on a trade, but I know that maybe if I remain a little bit more patient, maybe it will come back down into here, and then I get a better entry. And then I know sometimes I might miss out on a trade. NASDAQ is breaking out, holding. Okay, so if we can break, hold, maybe we flip this red to green. We got it pushing above that hourly resistance, breaking this little 5-minute trend. And then we got 90 seconds to go. See, there's that 9 EMA. I know some of you guys follow the 9. So I'm looking to see if it will come inside here. Maybe I get a better buy opportunity at a discount inside here. Okay, and then we got 1 minute to go. Okay, so we know that they traded into that liquidity, but I'm just looking for the zone now. Does it look like it's going to be a fake out? So far, it doesn't. 30 seconds to go. So buyers are still strong. They held their ground. Now I'm just going to wait for this body to close. Okay, here's the close. Get ready. Next bar might be blue. Okay, so we got the wick above us. Now, will it come down black? Sorry, I'll zoom in. Looks like the zone is still holding, still holding, still holding. Okay, I'm gonna go in a buy. That's it. Like I tried for a pullback. I tried. I was waiting, so I'm gonna test out a buy now. I'm placing my stop loss below this red line. Okay, so if it does, always happens like that. Sometimes when I buy, then it starts descending down. Maybe it was an aggressive entry, but I'm in, and I'd like to see how it will hold relative to the red line right now. So that red line was that previous high right there. We closed above, now it's retesting it. So will we hold here? Will it come a little deeper into the green box? There's that 9 EMA, and then trade into about 50% of that blue volume. So it held, which our previous high was resistance, holding as support. We've got good support. Now, can we get some blue volume entering and maybe filling the wick and take us to some profit up here? We will see. Okay, so I'm in a buy on gold. Stop loss. Okay, I have my stop right now. I use a manual stop, guys, but verbally it is below this red line currently. If I need to give it a little more room to breathe, depending on what's happening up here, I could go a little further down below that hourly line. But for now, just below the red line is fine for me. And then I'd like to see if we can come up, test this hourly white line, and maybe break out a little further, halfway up there. And then NASDAQ, okay, so it didn't close with any volume above, came up, rejected back down, came up, so it's still right over here. 2 more minutes to go. So we trade it in the green box, grab some buyers. Can we push with this volume? Can we flip the candle into a hammer and then maybe fill our prior wick and drive for a new high up here? Can we still continue with blue volume closing above the green box and maybe continue to build, flag up here for a little bit, continue to build? We've got 90 seconds to go, so we've got a hammer candle. I'm kind of disappointed with my entry. I wish I waited just 10 more seconds and maybe buy that wick, but shit happens. That's the thing. I waited, and then as soon as I went in, then they take it down. But it happens, guys. That's why we utilize a stop loss to give it some room to breathe. Not every entry is going to be nailed with zero drawdown and go straight to profit. So we've got to give ourselves a little breathing room. Don't risk or leverage too much when you're giving it some breathing room. And again, like yesterday, if I don't like the setup, how it's going, then again, I can close this out and just restructure the trade, just reanalyze, all of these things. But I'm still holding it. 30 seconds to go. See what's happening here. $20 seconds to go into the close. So can we keep the blue volume above the green box? And here's our close. Okay, so we open, ignited, bearish, pushing down. So are they going to take out that low, come deeper into the green box? Our 9 EMA is there, that green line right over here. Okay, did we get tweezer bottom lows so far? Yes, we did so far. Okay, so can we hold these tweezer bottom lows right now? I hope we can hold them, but judging by this volume of this candle, looks like they want to take out those lows, but they're technically tweezer bottom lows as of now, still holding. Okay, so now they're coming down exactly to that tweezer bottom low. We got, again, a push up. Okay, so I count the times, how many times it comes down to that equal point and go back up. So it is pushing up, but remember the bar opened with that ignited push down. So it's that strong hanging man candle. Again, it's still coming down with that bearish volume. So can we try and push it back up again? So buyers are here, they're trying, but there's just that selling pressure still pushing down. Again, will it hold? Right here again with another push up. There, now it's attempting to take out the low. Did you see that? How it came right down to where my cursor is. Is it still holding? It technically is still holding. That was a big push that they tried to push it down. Then the buyer's coming back up, and then you still have that pressure pushing down. They're going to try now for the 4th time to break a new low. Will the buyers hold it here again? Okay, this is the attempt to break it. Okay, so they broke it. You can see that they broke it. It held for the first 2 minutes, but then broke. So now it came a little deeper down into the depth of the market, near the bottom of the green box. We're at the 9 EMA, so it's testing the 9 EMA. I know some of you guys use this indicator, the 9 EMA. Will it hold? Will it produce a wick? Will it catch some buyers to push this candle back up? Or will that selling pressure continue to come down, maybe close below the green box, close below the 9 EMA? Then traditionally we're going to push down into here. But they're there, pushing it back up. Okay, so it's too bad we couldn't keep that tweezer bottom low. They came down a little further. to the 9 EMA right around here. And we had a response by buyers. They're pushing it up now. Can we flip the candle blue? Bullish pin bar, bullish hammer. Not yet. Still bearish. It's got that head, that hanging man pressure, still pushing down. But we're back above. I'm using this red line as point of interest, as a very important area on to see if the buyers can keep it above here. That was that prior high. And they did close it with the volume above and make a new high. So coming down, can we get that volume back above here? Maybe rotate our way back up. NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ looks like it's holding here. Holding. Yeah, NASDAQ could potentially fill back up. So, and then gold coming all the way back down to its own low. Again, we're located at that 9 EMA. Again, every time it goes up like that, you got buyers asking to trade higher. They're there. The demand is there, but the offers are strong. They're stronger currently than the demand. So sometimes you just got to let let it play out. You know, you got to let both sides accumulate without over risking, without over leveraging. Okay, and in the last 30 seconds is when I start to pay attention. And this is where I start to watch how the candle body will close. Will they close it blue at the last second? Let's see here. Or will it come down hard with selling pressure right into the close? 10 seconds to go. Okay, I would like to see maybe we there. That's a good sign. Okay, so flash blue going into the close. Here is the close. Okay, so did you see that? It went black, then blue. Again, ignited bearish open. Okay, so they're protecting this area right now. And then they're coming back down. Will it get us at those higher lows? Are we staying above the red line? The 9 EMA is now coming into 50% of the green box right here. So if it comes back down, hopefully maybe we get some protection from the 9 EMA and 50% zone here. All we got to do is kind of just flip this candle back up blue, and then I'm sure that we could definitely take out these two high wicks and maybe drive a little further. So we haven't really broke our green zone yet. It's been tested. Okay, we're creating maybe a bull flag above here. Tough resistance up here. Tough resistance. The market is very boring today, Wissam. That's okay. You just gotta remain positive. You gotta understand that the market can be good, like yesterday. It can be bad. It can be ugly. You gotta be able to adapt and navigate. Not every single day is gonna. Some days are difficult. They test you. They test your patience, right? They're great days to learn. Okay, see when it flashed blue, like it wanted to break, and then boom, sellers come in, and then they slam it back down. So we're trading again right into that 50% pocket right here. Again, testing this 9 EMA. Is it holding? Can we get those buyers push it right back? No. So there's a lot of selling pressure up here. A lot of selling pressure. Now it's gonna. Did it take out that low? It did in fact take out that low. I can technically see there, but there was a great response by the buyers. Like we got good. Oh man, I can't even finish sentence. As soon as it flashed blue, then the big selling pressure. So we are getting lots of volatility. There's volatility in the markets right now. If it closes bearish below here, And unfortunately, I got to change the green to red. I don't want to do that. I'm hoping the buyers are still holding. They're still holding. They're still there. Can we flip and maybe close with the blue volume above there so that then we can just build and break out? But it's a tug of war right now at this 3,031. There's a big resistance here, big wall. Can we chip away at it? Can we chip away at it? Can we chip away at it? And then those offers will slowly start getting pulled away from 3,031, start getting maybe applied at 3,033, 3,034, 35 up here, and then allow clearance to just push through here. But there's a lot of resistance, guys. Okay. Wow. Every time we come up, there's just that continued push down. Okay, again, look, it's going to flip blue maybe into a hammer. That's our second most bullish candle, and we can't break through here. Something is fishy. You know, when we were fishing, something is fishy up here. It's one of those three-eyed fishes. Have you ever caught a three-eyed fish? I think it was in the Simpsons episode. The three-eyed fish? That's what's up here. There's a three-eyed fish up here. I don't know if I want to hook it. It's ugly looking. I just want to fish with two eyes. I'm not asking for much. Okay, we got our hammer. Can we push with this? Take out these wicks. We've got enough support at the bottom that we gathered. Now is the follow through. Here's the 7 seconds before the close. Okay, here's the close. It closes as a bullish pin bar. And again, they open it up with an ignited bearish bar. Holy, that's that three-eyed fish up here. Something is fishy up here. All we need is kind of a quick wick, a flip, and a pop. Can we get it? Okay, so can we build off of this? All we got to kind of do is take out 3,032 and 50 cents right here. Right here. Just that red line. Ooh, I'm telling you. You see how nasty they're getting up there. Okay. See when it was coming, and boom, they just slam it down. They're protecting this. They're protecting it big time. So we got to rely on the depth of market to step back in. We went through this yesterday with gold. Gold took a while for that second trade to develop. This is very, very similar. Thank you guys. 006. If you guys wouldn't mind kindly liking the channel, if you guys are enjoying this choppy gold volume, leave us a like. Okay, so we got a lot of wicks, we got a lot of rejections in our green box. That's a good sign that we still have our depth of market below us. They're still there bidding, but there's just this massive wall up here. Massive wall. NASDAQ. Okay, so it looks like just a little fake breakout coming back in. So we'll continue to watch NASDAQ as well. But right now we've got to pay attention to this gold. And I'd like ultimately to keep volume above this red line, if possible, because it was that prior high. It was that prior high that we took out. So it was acting as the resistance. I'd like it to be the continued support going forward, which it is still holding support. I just want to continue with that volume staying above this red line, if possible. And then just watching, going into the close, one more minute to go, paying particular attention to the last 30 seconds. But remember, almost all of these bodies all opened ignited bearish with that pushing down momentum. So there's a lot of offers, a lot of supply up here. And then now we're getting into the 30-second close. Very bearish candle again, coming to tap into these lows. And if the candle closes below the red, we could now continue. It's ignited, push down. So we lost a lot of our support here. Now it could trade below 50% of this blue candle. Is it going to come in here and go back up? Because there's liquidity here as well. Okay, it's not just below there. There's liquidity here. Will they come in, tap into this, and then get that wick and go back up? You know, like this type of fashion. Okay. So I'm in drawdown right now. It's in drawdown. You can clearly see it's in drawdown. Still in the trade. Gave it some room to breathe. But it could flip semi-bearish. But we do have an answer. Can it come back up? Again, closing. I'm using the red line as a static line of reference for resistance and support. Can the buyers bring it right back above again? Close it above. And then we start the bullish move. Like, can we get that move there? NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ is below the zone, below the hourly resistance white line. So it's still bearish, but could be building, Watch again what it's doing. It's trading. Is it trading above 50% of that blue candle? It is. It's picking up some higher lows, but can it come back up and close above here and then retest this? Then maybe NASDAQ has the legs to continue to push up. Okay, so continue to monitor that. We're watching gold here. Lots going on. And then we're getting close to noon, 7-8 minutes away from noon. We'll get a new hourly candle in the market, new hourly momentum. Hopefully maybe we can close strong this hour up here and then maybe use noon to push us through here. But you know, it could close bearish. this hour, and maybe we continue with the leg going down in the new hour. Okay, but we're still trading in this demand block, this green zone. We do have the volume currently above that red point of interest that I'm interested in. We didn't get any so far, any bearish volume closing below the green box, so that's a good sign currently. We need those buyers that were buying gold yesterday to step back in the market. So if you guys know them, text them, call them, do what you guys got to do, but get those big boys, get those big whales back into the market to buy gold. Tell them if you can if we can clear 3,032. Tell them to ask above 3,032. Tell those guys if they can do that. We can clear this and just drive. Someone text Dave. He's got deep pockets. Text Dave to start buying above 3,032. And then you'll see a big blue candle just start printing. Dave's a market maker. Christoph, you need to grow hair. Again, when it goes bearish, we're balding. When it starts, the hair is naturally growing right now. So a lot of us that have been trading for 20 years, we need to get our hair growing again. So we need some bullish candles to grow our hair over here. Okay, good answer by the buyers so far, but it's how it closes. It's that follow through. When you're on a free throw line, it's that follow through. It's that flick of the wrist. Are we going to get that flick of the wrist up here? That Steph Curry follow through. Show me the follow through. Okay, we did close. We didn't close right at the high. We can work off of this body. So it's still technically bullish, but this is that just start filling, and can we create a new high? Can we start pulling offers out of this 3,032 range? Xavier, there's big wicks on the 15 and 30 minute indicating it should push up. Thank you. That's good information. I appreciate that. So Xavier is saying on the 15 and 30, we got good solid wicks below us on the higher time frame. That's good news. Let's hopefully maybe it's just when they want to redistribute this volume. That's the only thing. But there's a huge, still a block right here. Holy shit. And we came deep from the bottom of this green zone. We came all the way up. So, and look at guys' time and sales. 11:55. 5 more minutes to go into noon. Let's watch going into noon. Maybe sometimes we're in a trade and then we get the advantage going into the new hour that they've been accumulating. Then maybe at noon they'll redistribute it to the upside. I hope that's the case. But I know the market, and you guys know it too, that they could just drive it right back down. And then we got to go through the same shit again at 12 to 12:15 to 12:30. And just, so some days are choppy like this. They're tough. Like, look at we're still failing to break that high right there. But I'm still using the red line as reference. I'm still kind of eyeballing where 50% of that blue candle is. The 9 EMA is slowly ascending. Okay, it's slowly pushing up. We're above the 9 EMA. That's positive to continue to buy the market. We got a nice candle now. Now, can we potentially break here? And can we drive? Wow. Shit ton of resistance up here. And then we got 2.5 minutes to go to noon. But now, like, reviewing the trade, we've got higher low structure. We got higher lows. We do have a solid blue candle. We are still above the green zone. We are above the 9 EMA. We're still above this red line of reference right here, this 3031. It's just we're not getting any follow through up here yet. Maybe they'll open up the floodgates at noon. We'll see. But I know that they'll maybe continue to come back down, grab more liquidity, grab more volume in order to take it up. We'll take a look. We'll see. 90 seconds away from noon. It did this very similar. Our second trade of gold yesterday, very, very, very similar. It was doing this. We couldn't break out of those wicks. There was like 8 long wicks, and then finally it started to break through there. So very similar today, but they're shorter wicks today. They're not as long as yesterday. Like yesterday's wicks were this type of length, filling those. We don't have to. Okay, but they peeked their head up. They did create a new high. Okay, so technically we just broke above that red line. So in order to continue to trend up, we have to make higher highs and higher lows. You just have to. So we can now acknowledge a new higher high. But sometimes they do that. They tap in there, they grab liquidity, and they reverse it back down. But that's why I'm watching the close of the candle, the follow through in the last 40 seconds. If we can close with blue volume above that red line going into the hour, that's real positive. Is it too much to ask for? Okay, and here's the close in the next 10 seconds. Okay, so it closed as a bearish spin top. They opened it like every single candle, bearish ignited, pushing down. So it's coming back into the depth of market. It's coming at that 9 EMA, maybe the red line for point of interest. Maybe we get a quick wick and then a push up. But remember how the candle opened. It opened ignited bearish for a reason. So they want to continue maybe to push it down, deeper down, unless we can get the buyers pushing it up. And watch to see if it will flip blue. Right now it's still black. It's still black. It's still black. It's what's considered like a gravestone doji. It's still black. Well, it's still black as I'm speaking. There, it just flashed blue. Okay, so we flipped that early open of that bearish pressure pushing down. So that's good sign in the candle bar itself. Now, can we maybe get the volume to cooperate and just start following through? As we pushed up, they're pushing it back down. So it's a bullish pin bar. Fortunately, guys, we still have to go through we got to go through this. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I'm sorry. I wanted to just get rid of this there. We'll keep it. Did noon spoil the party? NASDAQ, quick analysis on NASDAQ. Okay, it's pushing. It came down, higher low, pushing back up. Again, let's see if NASDAQ will close above here. Give us maybe a push to the upside here on NASDAQ. Okay, so we're trading back in the green box. Below that point of interest, will it come down? Will it come back up? Will it close it below here? Then maybe next bar will continue to come down, similar like this one. It's hard to say. It's just sideways. It's consolidating right now. We got every time it comes down, it goes back up, coming down. Will it continue going back up, or is it going to come down, further down? and then I watch the close. I like if this is bearish volume and it closes below these bars, we're going to lose a majority of our support, and then it could continue to push down into here. So we'll see. We'll follow that into the close. NASDAQ is pushing up nicely. Okay, so just keep an eye on NASDAQ for a close above here. Flip this red to green if it does. You got your hourly point of interest right here, white line at 19,460, and then maybe you get that continuation to the upside, trade up to this yellow line, that daily point of interest, and maybe push further. Okay, so keep an eye on NASDAQ. 1 minute close, nice double bottom with a liquidity grab. Gold, got to pay attention to this, babysitting this trade for over an hour here. And then we got 40 seconds to go into the close. First 5-minute bar of 12 p.m. Eastern. NASDAQ is nice. Okay, so continue to watch if you get that volume closing above this zone here. I'll flip back, but we got to also monitor gold here. So you still see how this red line is still static. I've been paying attention to this red line from all the way back here at 1035 when it was resistance, and it's still holding support. Okay, so majority black volume. Again, they open it up, ignited, so it could definitely push to take out that low and drop a little further unless the buyers protect this red line here and can step in and push it back up, holding here. NASDAQ did in fact close above. Okay, so the red to green really quickly. Okay, and if it holds, again, you got now a bottom resistance. There's where it came down, higher low. We got the closure above. So if you get a nice little retest here and it drives, it could fill back up to that red zone. So NASDAQ looks like a good setup here. Let's see NASDAQ. And gold is moving too. Oh, shit. Pay attention to NASDAQ, guys. Pay attention. Gold is moving. Okay. Move. I'm gonna buy. Just wait. I'm gonna buy NASDAQ. I'm going in. Okay. I like that setup to come up to. I'm in gold and NASDAQ now. I know maybe I'm rushing NASDAQ. Stop loss below that low. Like, you see how close I am to the low of the day? I can put it right below the low of the day, but then you see my risk to reward is pretty shitty. So then I got to up my reward. If I want to go just right below that wick right there, then I'm looking for maybe that push to get me 50% up to this candle up here. Okay, so I made a buy on NASDAQ. I'm still holding gold. Okay. So do you guys understand the type of setup I'm looking for NASDAQ? Down, low of the day. There's that neckline we're looking to break. It came down. Okay, but that wick was a higher low relative to the low of the day. We got volume closed above. We got a retest. I'm in a buy, so I'm looking to continue to break up to fill that wick right there, get into our red zone, but pay attention to that yellow line because that's a daily point of reference. We got rejected right there and right there. So I'd like to see if we can trade in there. If we can start trading in there, then I could take my stop loss and reduce my risk and be up maybe 30, 40 pips up there, but we'll let it develop and see what happens here. Okay, and gold. Shit, what is gold doing? Okay, so gold tapped into resistance. They pushed it down. Body of volume. Where is it going to close? 2 more minutes to go. Can it come back up and close, engulfing a little bit up here at my entry point? Or are they going to push it back down? Sorry, I'll get rid of all of these arrows. I don't want to make it too busy here. Okay, so we still got that volume coming in. Do you guys see that we haven't really closed with any bearish volume below this red line? We impulsively broke below it, but no closure of volume. So that's a good sign. We're still holding this, but the follow through of the buyers is not there yet. It's not there yet. And then the point of NASDAQ we're looking to break is that red 19,490, that red line, that resistance up there. Okay, last 30 seconds. Can we get some? Also looking for engulfing volume. So this blue volume, will it engulf that previous black candle, close above it, and then maybe move away from this area, diverge away from it. So far we got nice engulf. Wow, okay, that's a nice, let's follow through to the close. Right up there, right to the close. That's good engulfing candle. We got an ignited bar. Perfect. Now we drive to take out these wicks? Okay, can they redistribute volume now? Sorry, I don't have my measuring ruler. Okay, so again, if it comes up to that white line, that's about 20, 26, 27 pips to the white line. But let's see if we can get some closing volume above that red line. We've tapped into it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. They've rejected it. Can we get some closing volume above there? Okay. And NASDAQ, can we get that push on NASDAQ? NASDAQ just measuring ruler, okay, to get it up there. Guys, that just to the bottom of that red box, like to come in and take out that high, 40 pips to fill up to that prior high, okay? So that would be 40. I would definitely be going to a break even there. If it can get up to that daily point of interest, we're talking 55 pips up there, okay? But first line I'm looking for is at 19,519. My area code is 519. So that's giving me a sign, 519. That's the area code. And gold, we've done enough accumulating. Let's just redistribute because I'm going bald here. I grew some hair yesterday and now I'm losing it all today. Sorry guys, I'm juggling 2 trades back and forth. I know it's annoying how I'm going back and forth, but they're both in profit, so let's just continue watching. Okay, we're getting a push now. So this is the redistribution of volume. And what I was saying is, can we close above this red line? That would be critical. And then maybe we can use this as a supporting zone on any pullbacks going forward. Okay. NASDAQ is pushing. Beautiful, okay? So it did create new highs, pushing through here. Good, good, good. Good on both sides. 2.5 minutes to go, guys. And then we're going into 12:15. Hit the likes, guys, if you like the analysis. If you guys are having fun with us today. Hit the likes if you want Ron to grow some hair. I do appreciate it. Hit the likes if you guys want to donate some hair to me. I'll take it. Because I'm losing it all with this. Not with NASDAQ. NASDAQ is clean. I like NASDAQ. Gold. Oh, this thing. Okay, so we're at 2 minutes going into the close. Again, like clockwork, we got to continue watching what's going on. So what have we done? We've created new highs. We got new higher lows. We're respecting our green demand zone. We're respecting the 9 EMA. Okay, so all indicators are looking good. NASDAQ is just beautiful. Okay, maybe we close near the high. Again, this red, if it pulls back, we use the red line as support. Maybe some of you guys pipped and dipped. You know, like, guys, don't wait for me to always tell you what to do. Like, that candle right there is 30 pips. It's no joke. 30 pips with zero drawdown. You can go to a break even if you like, or scale out, whatever. Same with gold, whatever you guys want to do. But I'm holding both positions still, waiting into the close. Are we using good bait? I think we're using good bait today. It's salted minnows, not live minnows. Coarse, salted, dead minnows. Oh my goodness. When I put those on the hooks, when I go for perch and pickerel, they're just dancing they're jumping out of the water. They love it. That smell. Coarse, coarse salt on dead minnows. That's key. Watch. Let's keep an eye on the last 30 seconds. Um, we're going to track some more fish up here. There's a big shark up here. I want to get to where that shark is. Rob, you clicked 50% profit button on NASDAQ already and now hit the break even button. Excellent. Perfect. I love it. That sound risk management. I could not have done it or said it better myself. Good. I love that. I love how you guys are doing it. Stuart, 80% running and 20% running on zero stop. I love it. You see, guys, I love it. I love it. I love it. Good job, guys. Okay, so we closed near the high on gold. We got an ignited bar. Remember all those ignited bearish candles that were? Now we got some ignited bars on our side. Okay, so the red line, if it pulls back, hopefully we got an ignited bar. We're popping the wick. Let's drive now to that hourly white line, and then that's where maybe then start to reduce risk. Okay, NASDAQ. It got right up to the red box. Okay, or sorry, right up there to that target where I told you for 40 pips. Right there, got there. Okay, so now we're entering red zone. So you got to understand that there could be pullbacks. But where's 50% of this big blue candle? Okay, right around there. Any pullbacks? We got depth of market, maybe building behind us. If it can start to break through, cut through this red box up 45, 50 pips, I will be reducing my risk on NASDAQ. Gold. Yeah, guys. Okay. So we're not going to lose if we reduce our risk, our stop loss. Okay. Capital is secure, our own capital. You know what I mean? So that's always good sound risk management, is to always protect your capital. Then you got to protect your profits. Okay, so we got rejected up there, coming back down. Now, remember the red line, and can see how you can develop a little zone at it. Like right there. Will it continue to hold pullbacks? It's a nasty shooting star candle coming down. NASDAQ, we got a spin top up here. I'll add an EMA 9 on NASDAQ. Okay, so it's all the way at the entry point, the 9 EMA. So that's why maybe if we can hold this block, if it comes in, or high or low. And 2 more minutes to go on this time frame. Okay, so there's some bear momentum now in the markets. Good wick so far. Oh, nice wick. I like that. Nice how it flicked. That was nice on gold. That's beautiful. Hopefully it gets some follow through. Hopefully we can wick here on NASDAQ as well in there. But that was a great follow through. How it came bearish, bearish, bearish there, broke the green box, and boom, flicked right back up. Can we get blue volume closing above the highs? Maybe a bullish pin bar closure in the next minute. Maybe we continue to get to the high point and drive to that hourly and continue to drive on gold. That was a beautiful, beautiful response by the buyers. They're there. Right above that 9 EMA, 50% there. They're there. We're right now trading at the high. We built ourselves a hammer candle with 50 seconds to go. Let's see if we can drive. And NASDAQ still holding in here. Okay. And then we got the last 30 seconds. Unfortunately, if this black candle closes below, then yes, the bears could be in control momentarily, because then this zone will go red, and then the buyers got to bring it back up. But yeah, I failed to exercise my right at that red line. I said it right before. If it gets there, that's 40 pips. I screwed up big time on NASDAQ. Shit. And gold is still maintaining. Can we build up to that hourly resistance? Do you guys see what my mistake was with NASDAQ? Okay, remember when I said the yellow line is up there, but right there, like filling just that wick right there, 40, 42 pips. It did fill it right there, you know, and I didn't do anything. I didn't even take my stop loss to break even. Okay, so I'm still in this trade, still in profit, but do you guys see how I failed to do something there? Do you guys understand what I mean? So those are those woulda, shoulda, coulda events. Sometimes that's why I trade like a robot right to those areas and everything is automatic. You know, it kind of eliminates the guessing out of trading and this and that. Gold is moving. Okay, so like gold right now, similar fashion. It tapped into our hourly white line. So am I making the mistake again by not doing anything at this hourly resistance? Number one, should I be taking my stop loss to break even? I can reduce my risk. See where my stop is below the red line? I can take my stop now and bring it right there. So I've just substantially lowered my risk. I look at now my reward went to 1 to 2 on my money now. So I'm getting a better risk to reward. I still have stop loss in the market in case they want to come back into the green box and then go back up. I want to still be in the trade. But do you see how I reduce my risk right now? So that's good. Ultimately, if it can break through here, then I can go to a break even and get risk free. NASDAQ, good response coming back up, but can we close above this zone? There's lots of volatility on NASDAQ. Big bodies now. These are 30, 40 pip candles. Like these are, if you just measure them, what we got, average of these candles, 30 pips. Okay, but that's a big rejection, and then they're pushing it back down. So can we get a closure above here? Okay, so we're driving now on gold. This is where now I'm reducing my risk in this. I'm going to a break even now on gold while it's up 30, 32. Again, if it can fill up to, again, those bodies right there, that would be a 40 pip trade right up to there. So those bodies. If we can close with bullish volume above the hourly white line, maybe we use this as support and build off of this so that we can get to our bigger red zone, and we're right near the daily high up here. Okay, so we got a beautiful trade on gold going. NASDAQ, I gotta follow it through into the close. EP hit, Meldon. Congrats, brother. I respect that. I respect that. Good job. Let's go gold. And NASDAQ, that closer right above there. Can they get it above there? So we got that nice redistribution on gold. It took a while. You guys watched it, how it was, what we went through. Similar to the second gold trade we took yesterday. Same shit. But we got the redistribution, this following this arrow. Okay, and then we're going into the close in 45 seconds. Yeah, if we lose NASDAQ, fortunately it's going to come back down to where I entered, but maybe the 9 EMA, maybe the green box, maybe the trend line. You know, then the only thing is I go back and draw down a little bit when I was up 40 pips and I failed to do anything. So that's my fault. I clearly state it's my fault. But that's why sometimes, you know, flip-flopping from chart to chart to chart to chart, you got to be busy. You got to make snappy decisions. Okay, so they rejected it. Look at where the volume is. Concentrated right at that white line. Okay, I'm telling you. If we close below it, then get ready for a black candle to come back down. If we can close above it, we can maybe maintain it. Okay, so we close below it. So it wouldn't surprise me if we start to come down bearish a little bit. Now filling, look at the size of the wick. We got a long distance. We got to go. We might get exhausted when we get up there. Nice body candle. Might be a lower high and push down. Might be coming up. Hopefully, or it could be a higher high, but we got to pay attention to tweezer top highs, all of those things. Oh, good close on NASDAQ. Okay, so look, it closed above the zone. Now I flip it green. Excellent close. I didn't watch the close of NASDAQ, but excellent close. See how they came all the way back up? We got a retest. Hopefully we can continue with NASDAQ, maybe driving back up to that 40 pip point. And then if it goes up there and drives a little more, 45, 50 pips, then I'm not going to fail the mistake. Then I'm taking my stop loss and then going to reducing it like I did to gold, and then ultimately to a break even while up 40, 50 pips. Oh, good on gold. Whew, we might break this high and drive. If we do, what do we got to the left of us? Just these wick fills and then the big red zone. And in that purple line is our daily high, 3,038. RS Place, I love when they stream at this time. The market has volume and Ron has energy. You guys give me energy. You guys. I get energy. I told you, if you guys hit likes, 180 viewers, guys, let's hit the likes. Come on, we're in two nice, profitable trades, guys. What else do you want us to do? Breaking it down, analyzing, live trading. We're up almost, hopefully, maybe another 100 pip call. Okay, look at, are we going to fill the prior wick and drive? Okay, but guys, I'm going to do something now. Okay, like I'm going to do something. I know it's live and we're having fun, but I got shit to do. I got bills to pay. I'm going to take out 80% on gold. Okay, I'm at break even. I'm taking out 80% up here. I'm happy with that. 40 plus pip move. I got 20% running risk free now. Okay, gold is secure. NASDAQ coming right up to the 40 pip mark. I like NASDAQ. I'm going to reduce my stop loss now to half, right below that green box. I'm reducing my risk now. Now look at my reward, 1 to 5 on my money if I can get it up there. Okay, but we got to cut through the red zone. I don't know if I'll be holding it that long because Ron wants to eat. So, and then as we're getting up to this high again, I'm happy with another 40 pips up here. So I'm going to secure 80% on NASDAQ. Okay, on this trade as well. So I'm securing 80%, 35 pips there. Great. And I got 20% running now I will go to break even. I want to keep both at break even. Okay, so both trades have 20% running long with break evens, and I've secured 80% on both trades. Profit in my pocket. Ron can eat. Okay, everyone clear on that? Val, you're up 2.5% on NASDAQ. Amazing, amazing. Pup, you got on NASDAQ, exit at 40, and now I re-enter. Man, you're killing it. Good job. Boom. Been up, been down, ending at 2%. That's me done for the day. Runner. Perfect, bro. You went through the ups and downs. You're up 2%. Get the F out of the market. And don't come back in, bro. Let's compound these accounts. Let's compound these accounts. Review, review, review. Go to your journals. Look at why you were down today. Look at how you made it back. Review that instead of taking more trades. Congrats. Good job, guys. Okay, and then so we're clear, guys? All good. Because we're going into 12:30 right now in the next 40 seconds. So whatever happens now, runners, hopefully they got some nice sexy legs and we let them run. But we'll secure the bulk of the trade. You don't got to do 80% like me. You can do 50%. You can do 25%. But securing profit along the way, I haven't heard many traders complain about taking profit along the way. Greed kills gratitude. It's someone told me that sentence a while back and it's been ingrained in my head. Greed kills gratitude. So I'm grateful to come into the markets, make a daily goal. I'm grateful for that. I don't want to get too greedy because I know when I get greedy in these markets, the market slams me and teaches me a lesson. I've learned a lot of those lessons along these years. So I'm happy to leave runners that will continue to go, but the bulk of the trade, we've been on this call for 2 hours. If we hit daily goals, that's back-to-back days going into FOMC. It's a good for confidence, good for the account, good for everything. If it gets all the way, fills up those wicks, you're talking runners going 55, 60 pips up there, okay? Now, the white line is that hourly resistance can turn into hourly support. So a little bit above, a little bit below. There's another green box in case pullbacks. We want to hold here. Fantastic. So out of all of this shit here, we went through this yesterday. See how the green zone held? All those, big candles, we didn't really break the zone. So our depth of market held strong. NASDAQ. Woo, okay. NASDAQ hit the daily yellow line. It kissed it perfectly, guys. That's a great 55, 60 pip move up there. Rob, where would you set your TP on NASDAQ for the runner? I took out another. I would, okay, if it breaks above this daily point of interest, see where there, that body to body right there, right around there, like right there, Rob. 15,570, like right there. That would be, and then let's just measure that move. If it can, that's 90 pips up there. That would be a fantastic, because then all you have is just that wick right there, and then you're 50% of that big bearish candle. That's where they could slam the market back down. Okay, so yeah, if it gets up there, that would be a really nice move. If NASDAQ can get that volume closing above here, then this red zone, we flip it green. And if we get volume above the daily point of interest, we could build off of it and continue driving, guys. But let's see how it will close. Good. Yeah. So you see how I'm just looking at prior structure, but that big black candle right there, that's untested right there. You know when I always look at the wick above, see that wick above me, and then that wick right there? If I was to make that entire zone red, that's that bearish fair value gap, like right in there. So you can't like screw around there. If you get a trade like this, where it made the double bottom, or continuing to drive, like if it comes all the way through there, that's a massive move. But then remember, we have higher time frame selling pressure. That's where they could bring it down. So you really have to respect right here. And this was 935. This is Wall Street's volume. This is not Mickey Mouse volume. This is 935. Okay? That would be an area I would 100% secure the majority of the position. Because just look at what I'm seeing. Okay? You see how Wall Street sold off? It came down. and then it's coming back up. If it comes right there, that's it. That's that retracement, and then that's where they can drop it back down. Okay, so good questions, guys. Great call. Fuck, you guys are killing it the last 2 days. Okay, and hopefully you guys can manage the trades on your own. You know, it allows me to do other things. I know that you guys are managing. I try to break down the trade, my psychology going into it. I give you guys my psychology while I'm in it. I give you guys my psychology while I'm in profit, while I'm in drawdown. I hope that helps, guys. I hope I answer all the questions while everything is developing, so that you guys know, you guys got a good understanding of what I'm seeing in the market. So, amazing, guys. Good job. W's in the chat. Leave us a like if you enjoy what we're doing. We love it, guys. Don't forget on next week's Crypto Bitcoin Bootcamp. Okay, so you see how I had the white line, put a green box, it came in there. Again, it's still holding it, okay? But we got some volatility now. So see, the first line of support is right here. This one would be the next one that we were working. This one, if it comes down there, is the big one. But at that time, I've got to break even. So I've zero risk in either trade. And you see now we're consolidating in the red zone. Blue, black. Blue, this could be a 3-bar breakout. If we get volume above, NASDAQ could keep pushing, guys. It could literally turn into an 80, 90, 100 pip trade. Bruce, you stepped away at the worst time. Now you see this. Yep. That's why sometimes I wear a diaper. If I got to piss myself, I piss myself. I don't move away from everyone asks me, Ron, you don't go pee like Dave. I'm just straight up piss yourself. I wear Depends. I'm an old man. Put the Depends on. Just pee your pants. Dude, you got to do what you got to do. This is the trenches. I'm joking. I'm joking. Before that goes viral, Ron wears a diaper. Maybe in a few more years. I'm only 43, but there's going to be days you're going to see me just sitting here in a diaper. Because if you just miss out, if you go to the washroom for 3 seconds, it's that boom, you miss that flick of the wick, and then you got to wait. Then you got to wait another hour for that. Be patient. Tony, weed and diapers. That's the secrets, guys. I don't like to give too much of the secrets, but it's weed and diapers. You guys kill me. Okay, guys, I would say we had a pretty productive call today. It was fun. It was entertaining. I didn't do any karaoke for you guys. I still don't have my voice 100%. I'm probably going to sound real raspy, like an old lady that's been chain smoking cigarettes for the past 40 years. You know, that's kind of like my Miley Cyrus voice. I don't think you guys want to hear that. You guys want to hear when I get my nice Elvis Presley voice? I'll serenade you guys, but today's not the day. So we'll do karaoke maybe on Fridays. Do you see why? Amazing. You made $40? That makes my day. Do you see why? You made my day. That $40 you made? Congratulations, brother. I made my day. Starts off with $4, $40, add a zero, keep compounding capital. Those $4, $40 days could turn into a $400 day. Keep compounding, keep compounding. You never know. You might get your first $4,000 day. I know it's crazy to say that, but some traders can do it. Some traders can do it. You know, just sticking to the game plan. Stick to the game plan. Rob, yesterday nearly 3%. Congratulations. Like those 3% is it's astronomical percent gains. We always say 0.5%, 1%, 3%. That's fantastic day. Appreciate that. Okay, guys. What else we got? News wise, there was nothing this afternoon. Tomorrow, guys, do not forget, okay? Tomorrow is FOMC. If you hit some daily goals today and yesterday and you're doing well, stay out of the markets. Be careful trading this leading into FOMC. Right now it's at 4.5. Pause. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to maybe push for a decrease. That's what Trump is hoping for. I don't know, but we'll see if he can weasel his way with Powell. We'll see what happens here. But we're going to start tomorrow at noon and go to 3 p.m. So it'll be a 3-hour stream, all covered FOMC. So join us tomorrow. Shit, what happened with this? I got to fix my over here. News, what's going on over here? Discord. Okay, so runners are running. Oh, that's a half lot. Sorry, not runner. Pretty good. The buy at 3,030 on gold. And there's a Telegram pinned at the top of the channel for everyone on YouTube. It's right over here, showcasing what we do here, guys. Free blog for everybody. Fantastic blog here, SST blog. Come to our Stock Sniper Trading website. Go to more blog. Got some weekly outlooks. Do not trade while sick, tired, emotionally well, like me last week. Don't trade like a business. Don't trade like a casino. You guys are starting to see that. You guys are starting to really change your trading. Treat it like a business. Hit daily goals, clock in, clock out, just like you do at work. Take breaks. Take your washroom breaks. Don't piss your pants like me. Take your bathroom breaks. Take your lunch breaks, and continue following this. 3 most biggest mistakes we make and how to overcome these. Lack of a trading plan. I'm sure we have a trading plan every day we trade together. We've got good, sound risk management. You see how we decreased our risk. Once we got in the trade, started moving in our direction. We started to go to a break even. We started to scale out profits. To me, that's sound risk management and emotional trading. We don't get emotionally involved. If you're not over leveraged, if you're not risking too much, what else we got? Crypto Bootcamp right over here. If you guys want to join us, you get a 3-month plan as well, exclusive plan. If you guys want to see in depth of what we're doing each day, it's all here, 2 sessions, and then a bonus Saturday morning. This is each day, guys, of what we're doing. Okay, so you can read it there. It's all for you. All lifetimers are included in this, and everyone else, you can just get the boot camp and a 3-month plan on us. Okay, so that you can learn with SST. Gold, retracing back down to that hourly area. Hopefully, you guys scaled out. You guys did something up there. It's about a 50 pip move. Okay, NASDAQ, again, right up to, you see that yellow line? That's why I said the first time, the yellow line is high time frame point of reference on the daily. Right up there, and you see how it's holding. Okay, so it's still accumulating. It might flag in here and might break out after the call, but it could definitely come all the way back down into here. So just got runners running. Bulk of the profit is secured. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm gonna go grab some lunch. I'm gonna change my diaper, and and we're gonna continue with our afternoon, guys. I had a blast. It's fun with you guys. I'm like a kid again. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves too with us here at SST. If you want to see someone crazier, join Dave in the Zoom. He wears a diaper as well, but he does it more private. He's on the Zoom. So guys, thank you for joining. I had a great call. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's continue this momentum into FOMC tomorrow. Tomorrow we trade with the utmost risk management. Okay, we don't want to give back our 2 days profit just because tomorrow is FOMC. Okay, we got to trade really smart tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, come to work with your suit and tie tomorrow. And we're serious tomorrow. No diapers. Okay? Tomorrow we're serious. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your day today. Appreciate, guys, if you can kindly leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you, guys. I enjoyed it. Good questions today. Excellent session.
Recording stopped.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.